Virgo, welcome to your Astroflower reading for the month of April. Yeah, did you see the collective? Wow, what a reading that was. It's going to be, there's a lot of things going on, and I'm noticing the things already being teed up for April. Particular dates in April we're looking at are between 11th and the 21st of April. So keep your eye on that. We're going to be going straight in here with the overall energies, overall energies here, the karmic messages for your relationship side and your material side. Then week 1, 2, 3, and the fourth week, the outcome at the end. There was also an influence from the universe, influence from our past selves, influence from our future selves, and sort of influence from the universe, or not the universe, the nature or the energy that is around us. Okay, and that's your relationship side, and that's your sort of financial side. So without further ado, let's just get into you, Virgo. So connecting to Virgo, let's just see what's happening for you. The world, a new cycle coming up for you. And I think this is a new cycle for everybody in particular. But here is, and it's a much, much longer cycle. I went into this particularly on that monthly reading, that collective monthly reading, which you will find on our channel. It is a message that needs to be heard. And you seem to be embracing this new cycle. And the overall energy here is sort of taking you from one stage to another. There's loads going on. There's eclipses going on in this month as well, as we're coming to the eclipse season. And there's also the changing in March. There was loads of alignments of planets and changing of Pluto from Capricorn through into Aquarius. There's loads of new things going on, and you seem to be embracing it. And it's going to be a beautiful cycle by the looks of it. Happiness after difficulty. So let's just see what's going on that karmic path on your sort of relationship side, on your emotional sort of side. Let's just see what's going on there. 10 of Pentacles. That's what I said. I said it was going to be really good. That's the card I saw earlier on. There seems to be a lot of abundance for you in regards to relationships, in regards to connecting with people, but in a very physical way, not necessarily just emotionally, but also things just seem to tie in. This is it, and seizing on this abundance that is around you, these abundance of opportunities, but in a physical sense within your relationships that are around you. And it's coming to a head. You've obviously done a lot of work, Virgo, over the past sort of 6 months. There may have been a lot of changes in your life, like with everybody's. And now you're getting to a stage where these the changes that you may have made in your life will be coming to the surface. And all of a sudden, your karmic path is to go towards abundance, go towards fortuitous times for you, your partner, your family, your friends, your community, everything to do with your relationships. Ace of Cups. First week here. So this is exploring your heart, allowing your heart to express itself, but also allowing the heart to come into you as well at the same time. Connecting with other people, accepting the gifts of pure emotions, pure energy, pure heart emotions from the world around you. And you may feel sort of almost humbled by it in a way in this first week. That's how I get the feeling. It's almost as if like you're almost embarrassed at how good it is for you. How joyous the offerings that are coming in. And this is where the abundance comes in. It's looking really nice for you. And the universe here is also sort of saying to you, express your heart. Allow, if you want to do, say, if there's something you want to do in life in regards to your emotions, I would go ahead and do it. I would go ahead and express that as well. We're going to be doing a chakra and aura reading this weekend as well for this coming week. So it'd be interesting to see how that plays out in that sort of reading on this channel. That'll be out over the weekend. But yeah, in the first week, it's definitely the there's some sort of, I don't think it's just one offering. I think it's a multitude, and that's what that 10 of Pentacles is all about. Let's just see what's going on in the second week. Nine of Cups. Virgo, this is really good. This is really, really good, Virgo. Gee whiz. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The second week here, through this heart that comes out, if you embrace this emotion, this connection, this offerings that the world is offering you, which is what is here, this new cycle. If you embrace it in the first week and see, it may not necessarily be that someone comes in with a massive declaration of love. It may be a lot of little things that make you just feel so much more bubbly. If you embrace that emotion, and it becomes logical for you to just follow that sort of emotions, all of a sudden, in the second week, they're going to turn into real solid gifts for you, real sort of connections with people that are around you. And I think this is also comes from your past self of sort of saying, look what you've been building up. It's almost as if you've been building up a credit of love within your life. So that seems to be coming in. It could well be someone declares their love to you. It may be you may find that love that corresponds to you. You may find that you're reconnecting to your partner in a really, really loving way as well. And in the second week, it it's like the gift that doesn't stop giving. Oh, the third week, Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands. Now, Five of Wands, yeah, could be conflict. That could well be it. That's not what I'm getting here. Let me just have a sort of feel, and let's see what the energy comes off of this card is all about. I think this is where you need to learn something. The Five of Wands is a learning about something. It's learning about sort of combating for, fighting for what is good for you. And I almost feel that on this card here, more than anything else, on this third week, and this is where we're into the 14th to the 21st of April, and this is when things really start to change. I don't think it's conflict with other people here, Virgo. I really don't. I think it's more of a case of conflict almost with yourself. You've got to realize this. It's almost saying you've come through this first section of April and you're just kind of saying to yourself, it's too good to be true. This can't be happening. It's gonna fail at some point. If you do that, you're fighting against yourself. And I think in this third week, it's a real sort of realizing how to be the best example of yourself. This is what the Five of Wands is all about here. And it's an internal battle, I think, more than anything else. It's embracing this new cycle in that third week. And it may create a lot of doubts within you. And those doubts need to be quelled. Like with, say, like the Strength card or something like that, where you can realize that you're actually, you're worthy of this happiness, Virgo. And I think it's a good idea with this changing world, which we saw in the collective reading. In this changing world, it's a good idea to actually embrace it and let that energy flow out of you into the rest of the world, because you're going to provide not only beautiful times for you, but also beautiful times for everybody is around you. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. This is a rite of passage. If you quell those, inner doubts and those conflictual things that you might have with yourself, it might well be that some of you have chosen a path. Could be for some of you. You've chosen a path that grates other people that are around you. So your friend may, you may have a few friends that are not happy with the choices you have made, or you have family members are not happy with the choices you made, and that may create conflict. But if you realize, excuse me, sorry about that. Obviously, talking about conflict was blocking it because I don't think it's that, but You know, if you realize what you've actually done and how you've got to this position, I would follow it. And conflict is not really um, within your interest, not with anybody's interest. And this card here this is what I talked about hugely amount in the collective reading. Walking away from conflictual situations that don't really serve you. The Six of Swords is all about a sort of a rite of passage, going from one side to another. This person here is carrying. You are the person in the pontoon, as it were, on the boat, and you have a child with you, and this child is this new cycle here, and these are the guides that are actually sort of helping you across, go to this new land, across the waters. And I think if you strive to be your better self, you're going to be in a position where, if you strive to be your better self, you're going to be in a really good position where your guides and the universe is actually going to take you on towards that abundance, because they're heading off to a new land over there. And this is where you can actually engage in your life. You have a real opportunity to mark a new cycle that's coming within you, but also within the collective as well. Love should be your guide, basically. And I think love for yourself more than anything else. So let's just see what's going on your material side of life. Eight of Swords, your karmic message here. This is on your sort of material side. This is job, business, and etc. Normally it's a card of feeling stuck and not being able to sort of see a way out, trapped in a pool of your own emotions. That's what it's normally about. Obviously, is that the karmic message that that's how you should be? No, I don't think so. I think it's a more case of, with this new cycle coming out, you are going to become, you're going to be freed up from your limitations that you might have had within your financial world before. And this could be with your job, your business, and your projects, and dealing on developing new ideas and new projects for you, basically, Virgo. Let's just see what's going on in the first week for you. Nurturing this new cycle, nurturing your personal development, concentrating on yourself, concentrating on what is good for you, basically. And this is how the universe is also trying to influence you as well. To get you freed up, you just need to pick a direction, the evident path for you. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the ultimate goal. It's just a way to start moving on, basically. And to develop it, nurture it as you go forward. Let's see what's going on in the second week. Second week is healing, finding your home, finding your place, cutting that Eight of Swords in half, basically, stopping yourself feeling stuck, and all of a sudden feeling at one with yourself because you are progressing. So in the second week here, if you're nurturing your path going forward, all of a sudden you're going to feel at ease with yourself. It's almost as if there's a blessing in there as well. And this is the week that goes from the 7th through to the 14th. So this is that start of that 11th to 21 moment within you. So as you feel, sort of feel your place within your job or your business or your projects that you're doing, and feeling at one with that, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be easy. You know, if life was easy, it'd be really boring. So I wouldn't if I was you. You know, it's just embrace the evident path that is in front of you. The Hermit card. Concentrate on your dreams and aspirations. That Hermit has that star. He's captured his dreams and aspirations after a dark night of the soul. And as I said, you might have had complications over the last sort of 6 months. And through those complications, it's built you up and made you a much stronger person. And in the third week, and this is the 14th going through to the 21st of April, all of a sudden, you're going to have you would have captured those dreams and aspirations, and you're going to hold them, and it's going to be your guiding light that's going to take you forward. This is nurturing that path, feeling at one with who you are, getting yourself freed up. And now on the third week, you can really start striving and going towards the path that you should be doing. This may well explain the conflicts that you may have on your relationship side. If all of a sudden, imagine if someone turns around and said and offered you a job working in a place that was far away from where you normally live, and that means you're going to have to move. There might be some people that are not happy about that. But I think it's good for you to embrace this new cycle that is within you. And the Page of Cups, offerings of love, the discovery and the exploration of miracles, of possibilities, of dreams and aspirations, learning about that path that you should be living there with the Hermit card. It's in your financial world, there is a great deal amount of possibilities with that one fish in that cup. That has that that fish is all about sort of financial success in the way, productivity for you. And it's almost as sort of like looking into there and sort of like dreaming about the future, following those dreams and aspirations that the Hermit has for you. The transition comes in that later stages between, I would have thought around that, I seem to be getting the 18th and 19th of April. And from that period there, you are going to be heading down a new road, and it's going to be looking really nice. Let's just do a bit of clarification on this, see what's going on. The new world, the new cycle that's happening, the overall energy here is going to crystallize or focus your energies, give you a real sort of purpose or inspiration within you. And it could almost be it's a very bubbly and sociable energy, a vibrant, fun-loving energy as well. And it's going to provide a lot of ideas that's going to start a whole new path for you. And that is what that World card is all about. Embrace your inspirational, passionate ideas that come up through your being. What's going on your karmic path? Queen of Pentacles, she knows where she's going. The Queen of Pentacles, she's sat at the base of the tree of knowledge. She knows where she's going because she has that tree of knowledge behind her, and she's leaning up against it. It's a case of knowing where you've come from to know where you're going, and it's going to provide for you a lot. As I said, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be easy. There is tricky things to sort out. There doesn't seem to be any decisions to be made in particular. There just seems to be to follow your evident path. And as I said, the evident path is not always the easiest of paths. Let's just see what's going on with that Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups, yeah, this is great. This is a good card, actually. This is the 10 of Swords. It's a terrible card, but it's actually a really good card in this position. What it's saying here is letting go of the past, the difficult times, emotional times you would have had. And as I say, over the last sort of 6 months, is letting go in that and embracing that Ace of Cups scenario, embracing that beautiful energy as you go forward. You've got the 10 of Wands as well, and that's going to the 10 of Cups. Letting go of things from the past, letting go emotionally of the things from the past, letting go maybe of certain relationships. And this is what this 5 of Wands could be all about, because you've got this 9 of Cups coming in. In order to embrace those 9 of Cups, and in order to accept all those beautiful gifts that are coming in through life, you've got to let go of certain things. And these 10s here, you've got 3 10s already on here. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and the 10 of Wands here. I think this is a real ending of that cycle and letting go of a lot of things and having confidence about moving on in the future for this new cycle here. So in the second week, you're going to be letting go of the past, and which could have well been quite painful in the past, and letting go of the baggage, the emotional baggage of the past, and going forward. And to go forward, I think you have to strive for it in a way. I nearly call it the Hermit, the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is like a teacher, and a teacher who has gone through each step is a lesson towards his dreams and aspirations. His the Star card, which the Hermit is carrying there, and in this side here, you know where you should be going, and this is that internal conflict that you might have with yourself. If if you're sort of saying to yourself, I'm not sure if I can do this. Look what's at the bottom of the pack, the Five of Wands. And this is what I'm talking about, sort of striving to be your best example of who you are. You know how to do this, Virgo. You know how to do this. And I would just concentrate on that. Concentrate on that star. Concentrate on those dreams and aspirations. Let's just see what's going on with that Six of Wands. What's that all about? That could well be those decisions that you've made, and your guides are really helping you through, carrying you through. You saw me shuffle, right? You saw me shuffle. Lovers at the bottom of this card. It's carrying you on so you can quell those inner doubts within you and be the highest version of yourself, basically. With that Lovers card that's at the bottom, and I've just looked again, you've got the Knight of Cups. What's coming through for you here? I think you're going towards a really good offering of love in your life. And it could be an offering of love in regards to you. Falling in love with yourself, of who you are. Feeling and completely and utterly at ease with who you are. And if people come up to you and sort of saying, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, you should be doing that, you're kind of going, how about you live your life and I concentrate on my path? Maybe we can have fun, with our paths next to each other as we go down the path. But if you're going to constantly trying to tell me what to do, look, I'm just going to follow my path. And I think this could be this whole sort of thing about realizing how good you are, sort of, Virgo, and following your path. Go for it. Go for it. Love is there for you. It's waiting at the end of that path. You just need to step into that new cycle, basically. Let's just see what's going on with the karmic message for that Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords on top of the Eight of Swords. Yeah. You've got to follow your path here. The nurturing your ideas, nurturing your work, nurturing your projects, nurturing your business, nurturing that side is going to free you up. And that should be I think that's the thing that's going to be the bee in your bonnet, basically. You're going to be striving really to sort of get to be the best example of who you are. And in order to do that, you've got to follow your path, free yourself up. Let's just see what's going on the first week. Let's just see what the clarifications is on that. Three of Cups. Yeah, that star again, sort of celebration, heading towards joyous times. It's that first step into that new world, that new cycle for you, that abundance which seems to be really on the cards emotionally, and also your dream job or your dream business or your dream project, of really feeling at home and at one with yourself and connecting in a very joyous way with people around you, networking in the best way you can, because you're very good at that, Virgo. Let's just see what's going on there with the Four of Swords. You got the Ace of Swords. With this healing of feeling at one with yourself, all of a sudden you're going to, because you become unstuck and you've taken off that blindfold and freed yourself up and given yourself a bit more sort of movement, because you feel at one with yourself, all of a sudden sparks those inspirations going forward. And you're going to be heading where? Where are you going to be heading? The Ten of Pentacles, abundance. This Ace of Swords is when you do sort of feel at home with yourself and follow your path. As I said, it may not be easy, but it's worthwhile doing. All of a sudden, there's going to be offerings or victories or opportunities that come in from the outside world, which allow you to examine and open up the path which the hermit is going to be following after that dark night of the soul, after that sort of looking at your sort of shadow self within your life, within your material life, and realizing your dreams and aspirations and following them. Three of Swords. If it was on this side, I would be a little bit more worried, but it's on this side, your financial side. It has a completely different meaning here, and this is really good. What it's saying here with the Hermit and the Three of Swords is following your dreams and aspirations will need a certain degree. We've got 2 threes here as well. I thought for a minute, we've got the Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. I thought there for a minute we might have 1, 2, 3 swords, a real progressional thing. Sorry. Let's get back to that. The Three of Swords is almost sort of saying here, if you want to follow your dreams and aspirations, you in your material world, you need to take out the emotions. Do not be emotionally connected to it. These are mechanical, material aspects of your life. Do not apply your emotions. This is the side you should be applying your emotions. Your happiness should be your goal by the 3rd week. Being the best example in your life, in your social life, your connection with you and with the people that are around you. That will allow you to, when you're working, getting a very healthy work-play ethic in your life and taking out the emotions that will hold you back otherwise within your material world. Let's just see what's going on with that Page of Cups. 6 of Wands. 5 and 6, very progressive stuff, and it's also sort of next to that 6 of Swords as well. It's the completion of a transition by the end of April. Sorry, forgot which month we were in. By the end of April, those dreams and aspirations, those future possibilities of looking into that cup, seeing that fish that can provide so much for you, it will become a little bit more sort of tangible and inspire you on with passions going forward towards victory and recognition by the world around you. This transitional month for you, Virgo, is absolutely brilliant. Exactly like the transitional month that we're happening within the collective as well. So engage yourself, have confidence in yourself, trust yourself, quell those sort of doubts and those worries within you. Follow your path, follow your happiness, Virgo. Follow your dreams and aspiration. This is a new cycle opening up for you, like it's opening up in the rest of the world at the same time. And it seems like it's going to be a very joyous place for you in the future. There you go, Virgo. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you have got a lot out of this on this channel. We try and sort of create a very unificating sort of vibration here. Helps you to connect with energy in a really good way. Okay, as I said, we're going to be doing the chakra and the aura readings this weekend for the coming week. We will be pulling a few cards on it as well. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.